The Dravari Empire's mothership shimmered like a celestial leviathan over Earth's atmosphere, its jagged hull pulsing with pale green energy as it blotted out the sun over North America. Inside, General Zervok of the Crimson Talon clan stood before a vast holographic display of Earth's major cities. He sneered with contempt. "Primitive," he muttered, clawed fingers tapping against the hollow table. And yet so stubborn. He had conquered 116 worlds, most without firing a shot. Tribute was a standard way. Demand compliance, absorb the local population into the Empire's lower caste, and drain their resources. Resistance only happened when the target was foolish, and he had been informed that humans were nothing if not foolish. The communication channel was opened on every screen, device, satellite feed. Earth was forced to watch the ultimatum. A 12-foot-tall crimson-armored alien with eyes like molten iron appeared, surrounded by Dravari soldiers in ceremonial war gear. His voice echoed through every speaker, every device, every smart mirror and digital billboard. "I am General Zervok of the Dravari Empire. Your planet now belongs to us. You are required to pay tribute. 30% of your natural resources, 70% of your water, and your most able-bodied youth. Failure to comply within 24 Earth hours will result in planetary cleansing. You may keep your art. It amuses us." The feed ended. World leaders scrambled into emergency meetings. The UN met under lockdown, NATO mobilized rapidly, and China launched satellites to try scanning the mothership's internal layout. Panic spread. But in the shadows, in a heavily redacted black site under Colorado's Cheyenne Mountain, a different kind of meeting was taking place. He was called Wraith in the files. No name, no rank, just a call sign. Unofficially, they call him the American Boogeyman, born from the deepest operations of the Cold War, refined through urban wars in deserts and forests, tested against insurgents and enhanced humans alike. He was a result of every mistake the U.S. government refused to admit making, every soldier's nightmare, and every tactician's secret weapon. A general turned to him, voice hesitant. "They want a tribute. The president's considering a token offering to buy time." The Boogeyman lit a cigarette. No expression. Just a stare like a shark sizing up a drowning man. "You don't pay rats when they sneak into your house," he said flatly. "You set traps, then you burn the nest." "But their ship," the general began. "I've already read its specs. It bleeds. It dies." He stood and picked up a black duffel bag. "They're not gods. They're arrogant tourists." He turned and headed for the lift. Time to give them a real Earth welcome. Hours later, while Earth debated and media wept, the Boogeyman launched in a silent stealth pod from an old Cold War satellite station in Alaska. It was nothing fancy, just compact, dark, designed to be ignored by even the most sensitive scanners. It rode close to the ionosphere, then hooked into the magnetic field of the Dravari mothership like a parasite. He entered through a thermal vent, silent as death. No alarms, no fanfare. Inside, the ship stank of ozone and arrogance. Patrolling guards were dealt with efficiently, knives in the neck, one suppressed shot in the head. He moved like smoke, blending into shadows that shouldn't have even existed on an alien vessel. He wasn't just good. He was unfair. Back on Earth, the Dravari sent a second message, more demanding, more insulting. They beamed imagery of their weapon systems targeting Washington, D.C., Beijing, Paris, and Delhi. "Last chance, humans," Zervok said. "Kneel or burn." But then the signal warped. Static cut through the broadcast. And suddenly there was a new feed. A figure sat in Zervok's personal war throne, bathed in red light. Armor stripped from Dravari's soldiers lay strewn across the floor like broken toys. A human figure, bloody but calm, leaned forward. His voice was low, gravelly, and cold as winter. "You want tribute," he said, the corners of his lips twitching into something between mockery and murder. "Here's our reply." He held up the severed head of Zervok's second-in-command. "Come take your tribute, idiots." The feed cut. What followed became known across the galaxy as the Night of Screams. Cameras across the ship caught glimpses, brief flashes of movement, screams echoing in the distance, Dravari guards being dragged into vents, mutilated bodies nailed to walls with their own weapons. The ship's AI went offline after 10 minutes. Life support failed next. By hour 3, half the mothership was a graveyard. And by dawn, the entire vessel began falling toward Earth, one chunk at a time. But not all of it. The command deck landed in the Nevada desert. Carefully landed. On purpose. Humans surrounded it. Drones hovered in cautious formation. Teams of specialists moved in wearing hazmat suits and exoskeletons. Inside, only one man walked out. The Boogeyman, covered in alien blood, armor scorched and cracked, holding a burning alien banner. He tossed it on the ground. "Their empire's over," he said. "Next time, send something harder." From orbit, what remained of the Dravari fleet received the last transmission from their general, a single, repeated phrase sent in every known language. "Do not provoke humans." Panic set in among the alien commanders. They attempted to contact Earth for surrender negotiations, but Earth didn't respond. Instead, they received a message from NORAD's AI command system. "Your file has been marked hostile and obsolete." The fleet began self-destructing in retreat protocols. Ships collided trying to escape. 100 Dravari vessels vanished into faster-than-light bursts in random directions. Most never made it home. The Boogeyman didn't return to public life. He never did. He walked back into the dark like the myth he was. The galaxy, however, remembered. Civilizations that once whispered about the human war machine now openly feared it. There were stories, impossible stories, of one man dismantling an empire's pride, of ghosts that walked ships and turned armies into meat, of Earth not needing fleets or nukes, just him. Galactic diplomats started adding a new clause to every negotiation with humans. In the event of misunderstanding or conflict, no individual combatants shall be deployed by the human delegation without interstellar tribunal approval. Unofficially, the clause was called the Boogeyman Protocol. Some say he was just one man. Others believe he was a myth created to scare invaders. But the last image that leaked from the Dravari flagship showed a human silhouette walking through fire. Alien blades floating in the air around him, bodies piled like broken statues. And carved into the Dravari war throne, scorched in alien blood, were 4 words that would echo across the stars forever. "We will kill you."